So today I'll be showing you all how I bleached the knots on my closure. This is just a short video clip of how my closure turned out after I followed the steps I'm about to share with you all. I didn't have to use any concealer or any eyeshadow. This is just how my closure turned out from bleaching it. So first, you're going to need a pair of rubber gloves. This is completely optional, but I like to use these to protect my skin from chemicals. You're going to need a mixing bowl to mix your chemicals in, and then you're going to need an applicator brush to apply them with. You're going to need some cream developer, and I have this Salon 40 cream developer. You're going to need some bleaching powder, and I have the Clairol BW2 kind. You're going to need wax paper, and this is also optional. I just use it to protect my workspace. You can also use aluminum foil. And then you're going to need some neutralizing shampoo to stop the bleaching process. And of course, last but not least, you're going to need your closure, your lace frontal, or whatever you're going to be bleaching today. So with my gloves on, I'm taking this mixing bowl, which I got from Sally's, and I will include where I got everything else down below as well. I'm taking this bleaching powder, and I'm just going to pour a little bit into this bowl. Now, as I'm filming this video, this was my first time ever bleaching my closure, so I was kind of just winging it, and it really turned out nicely. So this is something you can definitely do at home as a beginner. So now I'm taking my cream developer and just getting a cap full of it and pouring it into that bleaching powder. I'm not using as much cream developer as bleach because I want the viscosity of this mixture to be more like peanut butter than it would be, let's say, like juice. You really want it to be super thick so it doesn't go through your closure and then get on your hair and bleach your hair as well. So you can see mine was still kind of really runny and liquidy, so I added a little bit more powder to thicken it up to make it like the consistency, like I said, of peanut butter. So I'm just mixing this up with a plastic spoon. You can really mix it with whatever you have, but this was the first thing that I could grab. So now on my wax paper, I'm just analyzing my closure and then just laying it out on the wax paper, making sure everything is just in place and no hairs are in the way of the closure. Now with this applicator brush, I'm just gently patting the bleach mixture onto the closure. You do not want to press down too hard because you don't want that bleach to go through and then bleach the roots of the closure. You just want to bleach the knots underneath. So like I said, I'm basically just taking the bleach and just gently placing it on top, not rubbing it in, not brushing it in, just making sure it is applied on top. Now if you do happen to get some of the bleach on the hair underneath the closure and underneath the knots, you can definitely go back and dye your hair because that's exactly what I did after this video. I was going to dye my closure jet black anyway. So if you have that problem, you definitely can do that. But if you don't have that problem, then you did it correctly. So yay for you. So now that I've lifted up the closure, you can kind of see that I got it on the hair underneath a little bit, but since I'm going back and dyeing this later, it's not really that big of a deal. So now I'm going to let this sit for about 20 to 25 minutes, and once it's finished processing, I'm going to rinse off the bleach. Now you can see that I'm holding the closure kind of vertically against the stream of the water. That way the bleach won't run back through the hair, but just down the entirety of the closure and not really get on my hair, because I really just want to avoid that happening. Now taking my neutralizing shampoo, I'm just massaging this into the closure, and I'm going to massage it on this side where the lace is, and I'm also going to go through onto the other side where the hair is and massage it through there as well. This way that to ensure pretty much that the bleaching process is going to completely stop, so nothing else lightens, and that I'll be pretty much done with it after this. So now that I've completely rinsed the closure free of the bleach and the shampoo, I'm just going to lay it across the back of my hand, and you can see that it totally mimics the color of my skin tone. That is a for sure way to know that you have really bleached your closure. Pretty amazing. So some parts of the closure are looking a bit brassy. You can definitely use color additives to kind of get rid of that. But for me, the brassiness kind of just died down over time. And in this next clip, you'll definitely see how the brassiness just kind of disappeared, and the closure ended up just blending super well with the natural color of my scalp. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful for those of you that needed it.